I want to speak 10 languages by the time I'm 30, but you already know that. And if you don't know, they are English, Russian, Italian, Japanese, German, Korean, Persian, Spanish, another language that I haven't decided yet, and this year I'm giving British Sign Language a chance. You can try arguing with me that you cannot technically speak British Sign Language or that it shouldn't be in the same language list with others. But the facts are, first of all, British Sign Language has been recognized as a language by the UK government since 2003. Second of all, you must be really fun at parties, huh? Hi friend, Potato here. Today, I wanted to share with you the beginning of my journey with British Sign Language. I want to tell you why I decided to learn it, how I am approaching it, share resources, my progress, and plans for the future. You are probably really wondering why. Well, a simple answer, it's freaking cool. The longer answer is, I was sick last spring and I decided to binge watch A Sign of Affection. It's a very beautifully drawn anime. And besides the male lead giving me an iffy feeling, the main character, Yuki, uses sign language, and so does her childhood friend. And I was watching it and I thought, that is so freaking cool. And then I got my heart broken when I found out that every country has a different sign language. But it makes sense after all. And so I was talking to my potato boyfriend about it, and he said it would be cool if we both learned it and could speak to each other from across the room without uttering a sound. I had a similar thought, although it was more like it would be so cool if I could tell you to F off from across the room without uttering a sound. But I guess I already know the sign for that. Also, another anime that I really enjoyed where the main character uses sign language is Ranking of Kings. I really recommend this one. Another reason I got very intrigued by more niche languages last year, like Greek, Lithuanian or Serbian. There are only about 151,000 people who speak BSL right now. Obviously, this also means limited resources, but I find it so much more fascinating. I found it even more fascinating when I learned that they have their own grammar, and I started to look at it as a completely separate language from English. And lastly, I was very surprised by how many Americans who are learning other languages right now took ASL at university or learned some of it on their own. Britain, hello, wake up. Why are you letting Americans out-educate you? The learning resources for British Sign Language are very scarce. I assume that it is because the majority of people learn it within their communities, but I might be completely wrong. One of the first resources I found was a YouTube channel called Commanding Hands. They have over 400 videos, all very well made and grouped into interesting topics. The one I refer to the most right now is 100 Basic Signs in British Sign Language. I have committed to learning one sign a day from this video, and I'm happy to say that I have been following through on that promise. But obviously, just YouTube videos are not enough, so I was looking for a course. My friend, who is also interested in British Sign Language, recommended me British Sign Co. UK. It is an introductory course for beginners, and upon completion, you can actually get a certificate. The course is not free, but you can pay as little as £3 and get a full access. I paid 25, I believe. There are 10 lessons and you will learn finger spelling, basic vocabulary and some simple sentence structures. As well as they will give you information about deaf community, the culture and any relevant organizations. They also have a forum where you can connect with other learners. And lastly, a more expensive resource, Bright BSL, which is an app. You get 1 week free trial and then you either pay €100 per year or €50 every 3 months. The app is very much like Duolingo, with topics opening up upon completion of previous ones. There is a lot of repetitions, practice quizzes, the streak, and they also share information about the sign language and culture. What I really like about the app is that while the online course and the YouTube videos make me learn how to sign myself, the app is about me reading other people's signing, and that's a great practice. In one of my previous videos, I have already mentioned that learning a new language is always a mindfuck, as you need to reconstruct the way you think. And at first, I thought maybe I will relax while learning BSL, as it's probably slightly different part of my brain working. I actually don't know anything about parts of the brain, by the way. But, well, To be honest, lately I've been failing to study as much as I want to. I don't know if it's because I'm constantly staring at the screen and examining every single detail, or it is because it's so different to anything I've done before. But my brain, my eyes, and my hands work very hard when I do it, and I get tired. Nevertheless, I put only a few hours, 4 to be exact, and I already can fingerspell very well. I know a bunch of nouns, like colors, places, some emotions, and I can make simple self-introductions, like say my name is, my age, my occupation, and where I live. So I'm quite satisfied with myself. And going back to the mind part, the grammar is different, as I already mentioned. For example, instead of what is your name, you have to sign name you what to ask the question. And there are regional variations for certain words, which are essentially accents. But what stresses me out the most is how different people sign. Let's take the guy from my online course, who actually reminds me of Zac Efron in 17 Again. I wonder which year these videos were filmed in. And the guy from Commanding Hands channel. And look at how they sign different colors. And I guess it is similar to how everyone has a different handwriting. So when they sign black, brown, blue, or green, it kind of looks similar. But when they do pink, is it still different handwritings, or is it actually a different accent already? Which makes me question how precisely I should sign and how clear will it be for other people to understand when I sign. The more I learn, the more questions I get, which leads me to the next part. To clear up any confusions, get feedback on my signing, and just get more up-to-date information about BSL, I wanted to find a teacher. There are only 4 teachers on Preply and Italki combined. And yes, there is Super Prof and teachers in London, but I don't have the resources for that right now. Anyways, I actually had my first online lesson on Thursday. It was super fun. I learned a few more signs and we talked about BSL in general. I definitely want to continue and take 1 lesson a week, or at least every other week, to check up on my progress and make sure I'm learning correctly. My friend also told me that there are meetups for people learning BSL, so I want to really go and check it out and maybe meet some people and see how they are learning. So far, it has been a very fun and interesting journey, although as BSL is a very dynamic and expressive language, I do find it challenging to support my signs with my body language and facial expressions. Which also makes me wonder whether or not I want to dig deeper into lip reading. Regardless, I'm having loads of fun meeting people and learning a new culture, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, and let me know if you have ever studied sign language in the comments. And if so, leave your best tips for me. Bye!